Aries Electrical and Instrumentation is a part of Aries Group of companies, providing complete engineering, installation, commissioning and service capability in the domain of electrical, instrumentation and telecom to the global marine and offshore industry. One of our key strengths is the capability to perform explosion-proof surveys. An EX survey is a detailed survey that includes in-depth analysis of current or preparation of new hazardous area classification drawings and exhaustive inspection of equipment's compliance with requirements of hazardous zones. The explosion surveys by our competent and certified surveyors ensure electrical ignition sources in your rated spaces are properly contained.
To understand better, we need to know what is an explosion. Why do we require explosion-proof survey? Why is it necessary? What do you mean by term hazardous area? How can Aries support? Rules we follow? Let me start by explaining what is an explosion. An explosion is an oxidation or decomposition reaction in conjunction with a sudden rise in temperature, pressure, or both simultaneously. This generates a sudden expansion of the gas volume and the release of large quantities of energy in a small space. The simultaneous existence of three factors is the prerequisite for an explosion to occur. Combustible material oxygen ignition source. What do you mean by the term hazardous area? A hazardous area is defined as an area in which the atmosphere contains, or may contain in sufficient quantities, flammable or explosive gases, dusts or vapors. In such an atmosphere, a fire or explosion is possible when three basic conditions are met. This is often referred to as the hazardous area. We at Aries perform explosion-proof survey to mitigate the risk of explosions and accidents arising from electrical and electronic equipment that are installed in hazardous environments. Applications of explosion-proof survey shall be in refineries, fixed offshore platforms, floating offshore installations, chemical industries. The need for explosion-proof survey arises basically because electrical installations in hazardous areas possess features specially designed to render them suitable for operations in such atmospheres. It is essential for reasons of safety in those areas that, throughout the life of such installations, the integrity of those special features is preserved. This function is designed to catch problems and potential safety issues that are critical to the safe operations of the facility. International standard we follow by default is IEC 60079-17 standard or a variation of the standard. Other countries, organizations may have country-specific modifications, but the basic concepts and things to review are all fairly common no matter where you are in the world. Almost all major oil and gas companies have specific requirements that may go above and beyond what is listed in the 60079-17 standard. Before doing any inspections, it is vitally important to understand the level of detail the inspection should adhere to, what standards are you to follow, and certainly, what client specifications or legal requirements within that country should be followed. It is imperative to know about below aspect before we start any explosion-proof inspections. Country regulation and client specifications. Information on what grade of inspection to be done. Type of inspection: visual, close or detailed. Drawings, certificates, hazardous area register, data sheets on all equipment. Area classification. Previous inspection schedule, records. Grades of inspections. Standards developed by the IEC, ATEX provide specific requirements regarding hazardous area equipment inspections. The standard for this is IEC 60079-17 and 60079-17 for Europe. It provides specific types, levels, grades, and scheduling of inspections as well as specific guidance for each type of protection method. Three are basically three different grades of inspection. 1. Visual inspection. In this type of inspection, no tools needed. A visual overview of obvious faults and issues. Looking for things like unauthorized external modifications, missing bolts, improper glands, stopping plus, etc. 2. Close inspection. In this type of inspection, we are looking closely at things such as labels, putting our hands on the equipment, checking for tightness of cable glands, etc. Both visual and close can be done without energizing the equipment. 3. Detailed inspection. In this type of inspection, we must go with the isolation procedure and then proceed to open up the equipments and look for internal faults. Types of inspections. Before any plant or equipment is brought into service, it shall be given an initial, detailed inspection by a competent person. The inspection shall also take into account any requirements of approved wiring standards that may be applicable, IEBS 7671, IEC 60364, NEC, CEC, API. The inspection types are initial inspection, periodic inspection, sample inspection, continuous inspection, inspection schedule charts. IEC N60079-17 has a number of inspection charts, guides which provide details as to what should be inspected for each type of protection method and for each grade of inspection. Separate charts include conducting an inspection. Conducting an inspection of hazardous area equipment requires careful consideration of many things. Knowledge, skill, competence of inspector. Scope of inspection. Type and grade of inspections to be conducted. Documentation availability. Availability of facility personnel to assist. Availability to de-energize and lock out equipment for detailed inspections. Access to equipment to be inspected. Types of equipment to be inspected. Environmental conditions. Safety during conducting an inspection. Safety is of the utmost priority. You are there to ensure that the equipment and facility is operating as safely as possible.
Hello Aries,
Hello, sir.
do you take EX survey jobs for Aries?
Yes, we do. Can you tell us where do you require survey? What level of inspections? Visual, close, detailed?
We need 50% detail and 50% close inspection. Total equipment's around 1,000.
Thank you, sir. You will be receiving our proposal within 24 hours. Hope the short briefing of our electrical and instrumentation division provided picture of the tasks handled by Aries. In case of more information required, you can either drop down at our division or give us call. Thanks for your time.